right, welcome to your next math lesson. Please open up your math notebook to the next available page, and at the top of that page, write the title of today's lesson, which is Cross Cancel. Yesterday, we learned how to multiply fractions. So we learned that, let's say in a situation like 3/7 times 7/9, we just multiply the numerator times the numerator and the denominator times the denominator. So 3 times 7 equals 21, and 7 times 9 equals 63. Now, the tough part is often you end up with pretty big numbers for your numerator and your denominator, and it can be hard to simplify. So today's lesson is about how to make that easier. And with cross-canceling, what you do is you simplify the answer before you even get your answer. Here's how you do it. Let's start over on this. 3/7 times 7/9. Before we even multiply, we can simplify in advance. So let's see how this is done. When you cross-cancel, you don't simplify from here to here and here to here. No, you simplify from here to here and from here to here. That's why it's called cross-canceling. So you don't find the greatest common factor for 3 and 7 and 7 and 9. No, you find the greatest common factor for 3 and 9. You go this way, 3 and 9, and for 7 and 7. So the greatest number that can fit into both 3 and 9 is 3. Now I divide both 3 and 9 by that number, by the GCF. So I cross out 3 and I put a 1 because 3 can fit into itself one time. And I cross off 9 and I put a 3 because 3 can fit into 9 3 times. And then I can do the same thing here. The GCF for 7 and 7 is 7. 7 can fit into itself once. 7 can fit into itself once. Now I've already simplified before I found my answer. Now I multiply my numerator times my numerator. 1 times 1 is 1. And I multiply my denominator times my denominator. 1 times 3 is 3. And 1/3 is the same value as 21 over 63, but it's already in simplest form. So that's my final answer. So let's do another example, just in case you're still confused about what cross-canceling is and how it's done. Let's do 4/9 times 6/8. Okay? Now, what is cross-canceling? Cross-canceling is a way to simplify your answer before you even multiply to find your answer. And it's a lot easier because you're working often with smaller numbers. Like if we did this without simplifying first, we'd have pretty big numbers for our numerator and our denominator. It would be like 24 over 72, and that would be kind of hard to simplify. So an easier way to do it is to simplify from the 9 to the 6 and the 4 to the 8 before you even multiply anything. So you find the GCF for 6 and 9 and divide both 6 and 9 by that GCF. And you find the GCF for 4 and 8 and divide 4 and 8 by that GCF. So the biggest number that can fit evenly into both 6 and 9 is 3. And 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. The biggest number that can fit evenly into both 4 and 8 is 4. 4 can fit into itself once. 4 can fit into 8 2 times. Now I multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. And sometimes you might still have a little bit of simplifying that still needs to be done. Like this still needs to be simplified, but it's not near as hard to simplify as it would have been. 2/6 is really easy to simplify. You can see that 2 is the GCF for 2 and 6. So I divide my numerator and my denominator by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and my answer is 1/3. Well, look, I got the same answer twice in a row. Let's do another example. Let's say we have 9/11 times 2/15. Okay. Now, so I cross-cancel from here to here and from here to here. Sometimes there is no GCF. So there will be no GCF for 2 and 11 above 1 because 2 and 11 are both prime numbers and 2 can't evenly fit into 11. So I know 1 will be the GCF there. But for 9 and 15, I know 3 can fit into 9 3 times, and I know 3 can fit into 15 5 times. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Okay, and now I multiply straight across. 3 times 2 is 6. 11 times 5 is 55. Okay, and that's my final answer. So that's how you cross cancel. Instead of cross canceling with the numerator and denominator, you cross cancel from this numerator to this denominator. You find the GCF and you divide this numerator and this denominator by the GCF, and you divide this numerator and this denominator by the GCF. Let's do another example. Let's do 2/3 times 3/6. Here, the GCF for 2 and 6 is 2. 2 can fit into itself once. 2 can fit into 6 3 times. The GCF for 3 and 3 is 3. 3 can fit into itself once. 3 can fit into itself once. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. So 1/3 is the final answer. Okay, now I'm going to give you a few independent practice problems. I want you to do, do 3/4 times, times 2/9. 3/4 times 2/9. And do 1/2 times 4/7. Go ahead and solve those. And click on the next video attached under this one to see if you did them correctly. And I will see you there. Signing off.